Right, so rumours regarding the iPhone SE 3 have been all over the place because we had a report last week saying the iPhone SE 3 would see a major revamp with the iPhone XR design, A15, Touch ID on the sides, a smaller notch, and also the power of 5G, all for the price of $399. Now that sounded absolutely amazing, but Ross Young now comes to break our hearts and tells us the iPhone SE 3 might not be that major of a change. And so let's delve into this report, but first make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumours, and with that being said, let's just tuck in. Right, so Ross Young is a very credible source. The man has never got anything wrong, so this information is definitely very credible. So what exactly does he tell us? Well, the next iPhone SE is going to be the iPhone SE Plus, and this is going to be an LCD iPhone with a 4.7-inch display like we see on the current version. He also mentions this iPhone SE 3 is going to get the power of 5G, and also the 2024 SE is going to be the massive redesign with an LCD display that's around 5.7 inches to 6.1 inches. So yeah, the iPhone SE 3 we're seeing this spring is going to be the iPhone SE 2 but with the A15 chip and the power of 5G, and well, this is really what's disappointing about this report. You see, we've heard many reports regarding the iPhone SE 3 being a pretty minor upgrade, but those were from pretty unreliable sources, and so there was still a chance Apple could surprise us and do something pretty crazy for the third generation iPhone SE. But since Ross Young is now claiming the same, and he's very credible, that does mean that we can unfortunately be pretty sure the iPhone SE 3 is going to be a pretty minor update, and a pretty boring update on the whole. And of course, I've ranted about the iPhone SE in previous videos, but to recap, my issue with the iPhone SE 3 is number one, its design originates from 2014, so you have massive bezels and it looks completely outdated compared to the competition. And so as a result of that, there's no point in Apple giving us the A15 chip in this SE 3 because yes, you get longer software support, but you would not be able to take advantage of the performance the A15 offers with a dinky 4.7-inch display. That's going to be a pretty horrific gaming experience, and so yeah, the A15 chip in this is pretty pointless. And also 5G is kinda useless on this phone too because it has a minuscule 1821 mAh battery, and that is just not going to be enough for 5G. It's going to result in pretty poor battery life. And so yeah, this is going to be a pretty terrible user experience on the whole. I really do not understand why Apple's giving us the iPhone 8 style body with the iPhone SE 3 again, because do remember that through the refurbished and used market, you can get the iPhone 11, the XR, the SE 2, all for cheaper than the SE 3. And of course, especially with the XR and the 11, you get a much better user experience, since of course the designs are way more modern. I mean, even if you only buy new, the iPhone 11 at $499 is a way better deal than the iPhone SE 3. So yes, the iPhone SE on the whole is going to be a pretty disappointing product. But coming back to Ross Young's report, there is a pretty weird tidbit he mentions, and that is Apple might call the 2022 iPhone SE the SE Plus, and that makes no sense in my opinion. You see, I would understand if we got a 5.5-inch iPhone 8 style device that was the SE Plus, because that's literally a plus version of the regular SE, but this is going to be the same size as the current SE, and so how exactly is this going to be a plus version of the regular model? And another reason why the Plus name makes no sense is that Plus is for services and not for any hardware anymore. And so yes, while I'm aware that Ross Young is a very credible source, this makes no sense, and I'm sure this is just going to be the iPhone SE 3rd generation. Now finally, regarding the 2024 SE that Ross believes will be the true iPhone SE 3, this I believe is going to be based on the iPhone XR/11 design, like those previous reports suggested. And well, the upgrades we should see with that are basically everything I mentioned at the beginning of the video, so that is a new chip, which I'm assuming will be the A17 or 18 by 2024, and then maybe Touch ID on the sides, and also a smaller notch. So yeah, those are way more exciting upgrades, but do note, the iPhone XR design by 2024 is going to be 6 years old, and so it's going to have the same issues the current iPhone SE3 is going to have, where the design is going to be incredibly outdated compared to the competition. And so yes, I'm keeping my fingers crossed Ross Young is wrong, and that previous more exciting report regarding the iPhone SE3 in 2022 gaining the iPhone XR design does end up being true. Anyways, tell me your thoughts on this report in the comments below. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for the latest Apple news and rumors. Check out the video in the card above on details regarding the Apple Watch Series 8. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps.